You got a big one. Whoa, look at that perch.
Oh,
that is a fat, sassy perch if I've ever seen one.
So we're here on Echo Lake with the Matity brothers, Jeff and Jason, from matitysgetfishing.com.
Well, we're fishing between about 28 and 30 feet, and we're running into a lot of perch now. Later, we might see some walleyes come in. Typically, you know, when we're in the mid part of winter, that's what you're finding around those depths.
So if there's someone who's never been ice fishing before, maybe just tried it once, what tips would you have for them to have a successful day on the ice?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is the proper equipment. And, you know, the thing about Saskatchewan and the entire snow belt, there are a lot of really great companies that make good ice fishing clothing. The equipment's out there, and it's not ridiculously expensive to be well outfitted for ice fishing.
Well, I would think, you know, education is a really big one. You know, you're constantly learning about the ways to jig. Like, you know, we were teaching you today how to feel the bite and how to jig and how to make sure you're near the bottom and that type of thing. The big thing is you can be aggressive when you're not seeing anything, but then when one shows up, you kind of get a little more subtle.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you say the third one would be?
Today you learned about using electronics through the ice, whether it's the fish finders like we're using today, or whether it's underwater cameras that we often do use for doing our show matitysgetfishing.com. Electronics is something that brings a big portion, not just entertainment value, but success as well.
My friend Barry here is with us today. Caught this fish!
People in Saskatchewan have actually been introduced to us as Jeff and Jason Matity from CTV and Reel 'em In. We did a 7-year project with CTV, and that came to a conclusion. So we've actually stayed to the same, you know, about a 3-minute format of doing a half-hour show in 3 minutes. So people can now see that at matitysgetfishing.com anytime they want.
So what makes ice fishing fun? Like, why should people get out there and try ice fishing?
Well, as Jason said, you know, we spend, it seems like 3/4 of our life in winter in Saskatchewan. It's not that much. But, you know, Jason and I, growing up, we weren't boat fishermen until we were adults. And we always looked forward to ice fishing because that was, we literally had an even playing field with everybody else in the winter. We could go drill our holes out in that deep stuff. We could go fish that point. We could go across the lake. And people can do that in the winter. We really should take advantage of it. We have it all in Saskatchewan, and we should do it 24/7, 365. And that's why ice fishing is awesome.
You got another one. Set it. There you go. You got him. You got him. Reel him. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. The hook popped right out. That is a yellow perch.
Awesome.
That's just like if you're taking somebody out for the first time, that's almost what you want to focus on, because they like to school up too.